I'm Sister Dolores Zemont from the Sisters of St. Francis of Mary Immaculate, also known as the Joliet Franciscans.
Sister, who and what influenced you in your vocation to the consecrated life?
Well, since I'm a late vocation, that can be a very long story, but I will tighten it up. At the age of 39, I had worked in the business world for quite a few years, finished my education, was working at the University of Illinois. I had a pretty good life and was pretty much enjoying myself, except there was always something missing. And there, deep down inside, there was always sort of an emptiness, like life wasn't quite right. And one day I had sort of a St. Paul experience when I realized that the life I was living wasn't making a difference in the world. And how would this world be different because I walked on it, because I left my footprint? And so I went into a long period of discernment, soul searching, which eventually led me to religious life and led me to the Joliet Franciscans, who taught me in high school. And here I am.
How would you describe the charism of the order you belong to?
Our founderess, Mother Alfred, founded our congregation in 1865, right here in Joliet. And she has been known over these years as a woman who met unmet needs. From the very beginning, if bishops, priests contacted her throughout the Midwest and even beyond, expressing a need for a school or for sisters to come and teach, she responded immediately. And so over the years, we have tried to live that charism, to keep responding to the developing needs that happen in our world with openness, with creativity, and with love. And just to give a few concrete examples, we have a sister in the Will County Jail who helps the women there get their GED, their high school diploma. We have a few sisters in Alabama who are working with the very poor in a rural area, people who this past summer didn't even have enough water to bathe or cook their meals. We have a sister in Colorado in a very poor area where the kids in the grade school often don't have appropriate clothes to come to school in the winter. And a sister who created from the ground up a Cristo Rey High School. And they're dedicated to help the teens have experiences in the business world, etc., to help them to see that they can indeed be successful in life and have a different life than they're used to. And so we carry on the charism of Mother Alfred with her spirit, hopefully, and with great Franciscan joy.
What advice would you give to someone discerning a vocation to the consecrated life?
Well, first of all, I would say be in contact with a spiritual director. Spiritual directors are wonderful at helping us to honestly discern the Lord's call, where the Lord might be leading us in life. And these days, there are many congregations that are open to women. Oftentimes, women just get on the internet and explore what's out there. I believe we're called to, we have two calls, one to religious life and one to a particular congregation, and I think that's also part of the discernment process. We have the Dominicans, the Franciscans, Sisters of St. Joseph, Institute of the Blessed Virgin Mary, the Benedictines. There are many congregations. So it's important to be in contact with them and find out where the Lord is really leading you.
If someone were interested in finding out more information to your order, what would you tell that person?
Well, first of all, I'd say contact our vocation director. That would kind of be a first step. But getting to know us is very, very important. And that would mean things like coming to our major celebrations where you'd see a variety of sisters you could chat with, perhaps offering to volunteer with one of our sisters for a week or two, or even for a day or two shadowing one of them in their ministries, or just coming to experience community life with us for a few days. It's important to really get to know our spirit and who we are deep down inside. We're really wonderful Joliet Franciscans.